Check, check, check. 1, 2. Check, check, check. I'm just waiting for a few people to tune in, and then I'm gonna get started. What are we looking for today, chat? What's good, everybody? Husky. Alright, got chat open. I gotta log in one more place. Buys. We'll see about that. Okay. Boom. Alright, everybody. Welcome to another Asia live. It's not Asia though, it's New York session. So what am I looking for today? Same target as yesterday, looking for this no wick weekly. We were consolidating a little bit, and then we finally this morning got a bunch of manipulation on these highs. You can see we got a bunch of highs built up, bunch of lows built up, and we just took out the highs, right? And now that we took out the lows, do you guys think we're going to reverse back up? The answer to this question is most likely no. Because the target is a little bit lower here, the no wick weekly candle, it's the highest time frame with a significant target. That's obviously what I'm going to be looking for. I'm looking for it to draw down into that weekly target that we were looking for and run it up from there. Sells to 4950, 60s, then buys. I was thinking the same exact thing. So we're looking for that weekly no wick to get taken out here, right? That's what we're looking for. And if you scale down, you can see here that we do have a 30-minute FVG right there. There's nothing on the 1 hour, so that's the most relevant confluence that we have. We also have this 5-minute FVG that was respected multiple times here. So I'm going to be looking for shorts off of this area. And I'm focusing on my live account today. Let's see. How you guys all doing? What you guys been up to? You guys take any trades today? There you go. I got it open. Alright, guys. Now we just look for some lower time frame confirmation. We did actually just get a IFVG right here, so I'm down to take a trade off this level. I'm hopping in right here. 2 lots. Boom. Placed a position. Stop loss is going to go above this previous FVG. There's actually a no wick right here, which is low-key kind of dangerous to be hopping in a trade when the no wick's right below or right above it. But we do have 2 fair value gaps. I'm placing it above the higher fair value gap, and I'm targeting that weekly no wick. Because I expect that even though we swept out the lows, we're probably going to continue on lows here. So my stop loss is going to be at 50.24. So 1 minute time frame. And I'm looking for some shorts here, guys. Shorts down to 4964. Now the only thing that's kind of my draw price away from us would be that no wick above, but other than that, I feel like it looks good. We might also just have to wait until 9 o'clock right here in 8 minutes. That's why I wanted to trade during the macro, because that's typically when the move will happen either way. Whether it be the move that takes out the liquidity and then runs, or that's when the move actually starts running. So right now we're seeing price expanding probably towards this no wick, so this might actually take me out on first position. But then again, that's why we put our stop loss above the highest fair value gap in a move, because that's typically the most that price will run to. Doesn't have to take out the no wicks every single time. And again, I'm aiming for a weekly target. We were consolidating yesterday, and then this morning we took all of that out, took out the lows. So now I'm expecting us to continue on those lows. Okay, gotta reset this. $30-minute FVG. Might try to pull back up there. That's what I'm saying. Switch over. Alright guys, it's respecting the higher one. I'm going to be on the 1 minute on the right side, and on the left side I'm going to keep it at the 30-minute. I'm going to make this gap a little bit easier to recognize. 30-minute FVG. It's a bearish FVG, and then over here we had an IFVG that we tapped into, and we got in at the very bottom, pretty much. Stop loss is above this candle high. So we did end up respecting this area right here, which is just a regular fair value gap on the 1 minute time frame. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. How many of you guys are trading with a live account? How many of you guys are trading with prop firm accounts? Or we got 5 minutes until the new 30-minute candle opens. We have a new little fair value gap right here. Might become an IFVG in just a second. We got buy side liquidity taken. We got IFVG number 1, IFVG number 2. And I was expecting it was just gonna run off this lower one, but it ended up coming up into this higher IFVG, and then also into this regular bearish FVG up here. And then we do have this 30-minute FVG, so if it wants to pull back within 30 minutes, then that can happen. Pull back, close, new candle opens, and then we expand down. But overall, even though we swept out liquidity here on the 30-minute time frame, I'm expecting it to go lower. So we also just took out the no wick. even though we took out the sell side liquidity, I'm expecting it to go lower here because we have a lower target. But the buy side, that makes sense. You know, it took out the liquidity and then started reversing towards sell side because the target's down here. But now that we took out liquidity, I'm not expecting it to reverse towards buy side because the target is still sell side. It's still below it. So I ended up adjusting my stop just above the high as we were getting closer towards this no wick. So now that we took out the no wick, even though we created that IFEG, I'm hoping to see price actually expand back down and break the lows. We just got a no wick taken out. I want to see us, honestly, I want to see it break through these lows right here. Both of these lows, I want to see this breakthrough. There's a no wick on the 5-minute also. No, everything on the 5-minute has a wick. This has a wick. I think the only thing that is stopping it from moving down right now is the fact that we're about to get a new 30-minute candle. But you guys can see I'm in on my live account. I'm in this position, just waiting for it to rip down. What broker are you using? That's not what I wanted to do. We're respecting the snow wick for now. Okay, we got the new 30-minute candle. Alright guys, now I'm expecting price to actually rip down from here. We just got the new 30-minute candle. It just created a wick and it's still staying below this low. So hopefully it just turns around from this area. If it takes me out here, then I'm going to have to look for a re-entry inside of this new 30-minute candle. Okay, that just swept out the highs. I think that took me out if my stop loss was slightly above the highs. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of this trade. Trade number 1, taken out. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to leave this up here for us to look back on. First trade just ended up like slowly moving up towards buy side and taking us out there. But we're inside of this new 30-minute candle now. There's a bunch of new fair value gaps that formed as well. So I still want to see this no wick weekly. It's a beautiful target. It's actually not that far away. Considering how price has been moving like so rapidly, this is not far away at all. And I definitely see that price is likely to take this level out, maybe even today. So now that we're taken out of this trade, we just have to mark out the new fair value gaps that formed here. Like here we have the first fair value gap that formed, And then we have to wait for this FVG to become an IFVG, see if it respects it, and then we take another trade. It's a little bit unfortunate that it pulled back like so high and wanted to take out the previous high after trading it. But that's part of the game, guys. Like, there's no way of predicting that it was going to come back and like sweep out the high before going lower. You just kind of have to use good risk management. And if it takes you out, if it's still respecting the gap, like you guys can see, it's still staying below the gap. Then if you get that lower time frame confirmation, take another trade on the same narrative. All right, let's see. I'm still in, prices back in my entry, shall I hold or exit? I'm just looking for another confirmation. I mean, we did get confirmation the first time. So it's technically valid. I mean, we have a huge 30-minute FVG. That's bearish. And then also the overall target of the market right now is bearish too. Even though I'm like bullish on the narrative, I feel like because we've been so close consolidating right next to this weekly no wick, that's one of the reasons why I want to see it taken out. Because we've been consolidating next to it. Price isn't just ripping up higher. I see that it's like staying around it. So I definitely do think that it's gonna run down there. Let's see, now we're reversing. Here's the FVG that we're gonna look for as our entry. Good volume. All right, I'm gonna try to create a PDF while we wait for this. Google Slides. Okay, we're reversing off this high. We've only gotten very shallow sweeps of this previous high right here. So I like how this looks. I like how this looks a lot. Look at the 30-minute time frame. We're obviously expanding down from there. It's just looking really good. We just needed to close below this gap right here, which would also be disrespecting this bullish IFVG. So as soon as we close below this level, looking for another entry right there. Okay. Notion. Filled it up completely, but we did not close below. Now it's running into a bearish gap. But to be honest, guys, you don't always have to wait for the IFEG. If this bearish gap shows us a nice like rejection here, we might just enter off of here. 30 seconds. All right, guys. I also am interested in taking this trade on my legacy account. Why not? Let me run this up some profit. I'm going to be entering here with like 4 micros. Sell. Buy stop placed in this trade, 1 minute time frame. Entering it on my live account as well. Boom. Beautiful re-entry. Almost immediately turned around from there. Now we're ripping below this IFEG. In with 2 lots, guys. Let's go. Are you going live every day at this time? No, not every day, but I'm gonna try to go every day at this time. Beautiful entry. Told you guys that reaction was beautiful. I got in like right there in the middle. And now that we're creating the IFEG, we're targeting a very big level down there. So let's see. We got 10 seconds until it closes. Can you put something on? Well, George, bro, don't use Gates as your trading view. It's a completely different chart. What's up, Bogdan? Can you put something on? What do you mean by that? Where is TP? Much lower. Much lower. We're not even able to see TP yet, but it's on the 30-minute time frame. Let me move my screen. TP is down here, like below this low on the 30-minute time frame. No wick weekly candle. And we're expanding off of this 30-minute gap. You can see that we're staying below it. So now we're just looking for a lower time frame confirmation. I already entered because of this FEG. So now we're just waiting for it to close below this one and then rip down lower. But we're already in the trade. In on my futures account. In on my Forex account. Let's go. I'm going to put it at 2008 lows. I was thinking maybe the Great Depression lows. World War II lows, to BH. There you go. Well, breakthrough. It's struggling to break through. Nice, finally breaking through. Hopefully it actually closes below this time. But we got a solid entry, guys. We got a freaking solid entry. It filled this gap perfectly to the top. So this is looking super good. Let's go, chat. What is quarterly theory? It's 3 months. Holy guacamole, bro. What is that? After we get confirmation, like the first time, it's like somebody's actually sniping this IFG, guys. Somebody was sitting there waiting for this IFG to form, and then he's like, all right, guys, go in with 2 billion. Boom. We were actually liquidity here. I got taken out just perfectly. Perfectly taken out on both of my accounts. It's minus $100. No, that's actually criminal. Whoever did that is a criminal. That's actually criminal. Holy moly. I gotta take it out. That is just terrible. I'm gonna keep working on this PDF, alright? Every month has 4 weeks. Trade candle drive by straight up, bro. It's crazy. It's like actually like unfair, bro. We literally got sniped by this candle. It's like literally after the IFG formed. Like it could have happened right here, but why did it happen literally after the IFG formed? And then we just got sniped. So now we're pushing above the 30-minute time frame, and what I'm going to be looking at is whether we close above or stay inside of this 30-minute gap. We just filled it up all the way to the top. Like I said, my narrative is bearish, but if we close above this, I'm just going to switch the narrative and go into buys because we're clearly very bullish, extremely bullish. So if we run up and close above this gap, I'm going to look for longs. Every day has 4 quarters. Market operates under time as one of its most important. All right, yeah, we're ripping up higher. So looking like we're probably going to close above the looks like we're going to rip above this 30-minute gap and close above it. I don't see any other gaps on the 30-minute time frame other than this one, so it's probably going to stay around this area, to be honest. Massive liquidity sweep, completely neglecting the fact that we do have a lower target there. Unless it obviously like pulls back, but I was expecting that we would like break out through the lows. You guys know, like, or it might be trying to run up into the discount before melting lower. That's actually what it might be trying to do. 0.5. Today's 7 o'clock was so beautiful. Just opened, ran up, tapped into the FEG, and then started running down. This 30-minute candle has no wick. 15-minute FEG right here. I'm chilling though. My risk is on point. It doesn't show, but oh, because this is still from Asia session, so it just counts as today's losses. So I only risked $100 on that trade. It will happen at the silver bullet session. Yeah, it might. See if it continues running up into this premium. What times can you trade quarterly theory? Do this over. Still ripping up higher. Okay, what do we have here? That's a 4-hour gap. It was the same gap that we were looking for yesterday. Stayed inside of it. Filled it today, started running lower. But now at this point, we got 8 more minutes, guys, until we see this reversal. super far away from the 30-minute gap though. Honestly, if it closes inside of this one, probably not gonna run lower. It's probably not gonna run lower. If it pulls back down and closes inside of this one, then it will. But if not, it's gonna 100% go higher up into this premium before running lower. Boom, boom. Chat, this is not cool. This is not cool, chat. Ripped up on us, running up into the premium. But at least now we're being patient. Now we're waiting. Need this to go a little bit higher. AMDX consists of 4 parts: accumulation, manipulation, distribution, expansion. AMDX means that the expansion happens after the move. We're almost in the premium. It's clearly the target the market has today. Just expanding towards buy side inside of this lunch hour. I'm not talking, so you guys probably couldn't hear me because I wasn't talking. I was literally working on a PDF, which you guys can see on my screen. During the XAMD, you can see price is still in the middle of the move and has not yet hit the higher time frame PD array. So the expansion this is wrong. AMDX. During the XAMD, you can see price is still. Alright, we hit the premium. We did indeed hit the premium of this move, but not yet a PD array. Oh, we did 5 minute. 5 minute gap got hit right there. Now we can scale back down to the lower time frame. Little 1 minute gap right here. Let's see if we get some IFEG's lower time frame. We do indeed have one fair value gap right here. This one gets flipped, by all means, I'm going short. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 5, 4. We didn't flip it yet, so be patient with me. During the XAMD, you can see price is it's the All right, once again, we're just not ripping below the gaps. It's a game of patience, guys. Big game of patience. Close below it. Boom. All right. I'm entering entry number 2. As long as we stay below it on this candle. I want to see this actually stay below it. Start turning around. There you go. All right, guys. Hopping in for entry number 3, actually. Buy stop. Boom. Placed above the high. Position placed on the futures account. Placing the position on the live account. Let's cook this up. There you go. Look at how we stayed nicely inside of this gap. We're 100% going to rip down here. We also tapped into the premium here. I don't have it marked out perfectly, but I can see that we did tap into the premium. Even just barely, we did end up breaching premium into that 5-minute gap. So now we can run down. There you go. Come on. Come on, chat. Let's go. Okay, finally ripping through the bottom. outside of the gap, waiting for this to rip lower. Price is moving a lot of back and forth. Let's see. There you go. I just know this is going to be a massive move too. I'm going to add another lot. This is my last position of the day because I've been live for a little while, but I think we're finally getting the move here. Oh, guys. I'm in. We are in. Who's in with me? It's the final trade of the day. Looking for this IFEG to be respected and push price down off of this 5 minute as well. There's nothing to stop us, guys. Action and distribution. Yeah. So another IFEG created and we're running on buy side anyways. So if we get taken out here, I'm still in this trade, but my stop is literally right at this body. So right above this previous high. If we get taken out here, I'm done with this stream. Narrative was off. I was obviously looking for sells in a very bullish market. Yep, I got taken out. Alright guys, not the best trading day here because price just kept expanding up. I was looking for this weekly, no wick. And I did get confirmation, but at the same time, it was kind of, I didn't understand why it would want to run higher here in this move after we took out liquidity and we broke out towards sell side. Just wanted to see it continue going towards sell side, but it might just want to stay inside of this consolidation. Who knows? I was obviously wrong here today. At what time you usually have a live trading each day? I'm usually live at 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. PST. But yeah, today narrative was not right. My last 6 trades with you, bro, all been L. I don't know why. Well, it happens, bro. It's part of the game. I obviously have been aiming for that weekly bearish no wick right there. So if the market runs up during our session and I don't get the I get confirmation, but then it takes me out anyways, like there's nothing that I can do to avoid that. Exactly. like I was still able to get some payouts this week. And that's because I still have my system, like where if I do catch a trade, like I had those longs that I held, and that helped me bag out 3K. You know what I mean? But on stream, you just have to have really good risk management. Make sure that if you are trading, like pretty much more than like 1 or 2 trades, then you do not risk too much. Like I ended up risking $200. So $200 on 2 trades. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. I'm gonna finish up this PDF for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Peace out.